Hello and welcome to Outside Views. I'm Mark, and today we're going to shine a light on a group often overlooked in the grand narrative of Brexit, because that's Brexit's silent victims. And this isn't about the headlines or the political rhetoric, it's about the real lives of EU citizens who made the UK their home and how their world has fundamentally changed. The UK's departure from the EU marked the end of free movement and the dawn of a new points-based immigration system. For EU citizens who arrived after January 1st, 2021, the process of living and working in the UK became considerably more complex, costly, and uncertain. No longer can they simply move to the UK. They now need to apply for visas similar to non-EU citizens, often requiring a job offer from a sponsored employer, meeting salary thresholds, and demonstrating English language proficiency. And this shift has brought with it a significant increase in visa application fees. For example, a skilled worker visa for up to 3 years has risen to £769, and for longer periods it's £1,519. Alongside the fees, processing times can be lengthy, creating periods of anxiety and uncertainty for individuals and families hoping to build their lives in the UK. The shifting sense of immigration policies also create ongoing anxieties about long-term residency and the right to remain, especially with proposals to potentially increase the standard qualifying period for indefinite leave to remain for some migrants here. And one of the most significant and often deeply worrying changes for EU citizens in the UK is the loss of automatic access to the National Health Service or NHS. Before Brexit, most EU citizens living in the UK had access to the NHS on the same basis as UK citizens. Now, for new arrivals or those not covered by the EU settlement scheme, accessing healthcare has become a maze. The primary mechanism for most new migrants to access NHS services is through the Immigration Health Surcharge, or IHS. And this surcharge, payable upfront as part of the visa application, is significant. As of February 2024, for most adult applicants, it's increased to £1,035 per year. For a multi-year visa, this means thousands of pounds paid upfront on top of the visa fees. And while paying the IHS grants access to most NHS services on a similar basis to permanent residents, it doesn't cover everything, and prescription charges still apply in England. The impact of these changes on access to essential healthcare services, particularly for vulnerable migrant communities or those with limited financial resources, can be severe. It can lead to delays in seeking treatment, increased stress, and a real fear of falling ill without adequate cover. Beyond the practicalities, Brexit has regrettably led to a more challenging environment for social integration for many migrants. While not universal, there have been reports of increased social isolation and, in some instances, prejudice against migrants in a post-Brexit UK. The very public debates around immigration during and after the referendum have for some created an unwelcoming atmosphere. For individuals who have spent years or even decades contributing to UK society, the shift in rhetoric and policy can lead to a profound sense of not belonging or feeling like an outsider in a place they considered home. The challenges of maintaining a sense of identity and navigating subtle or sometimes overt cultural differences in a changing society can be immense, and this makes community support networks and initiatives incredibly important. Organizations that offer legal advice, language support, or simply a space for connection play a crucial role in fostering integration and inclusion, helping migrants to rebuild their sense of belonging. Brexit's impact on the UK economy and the labour market has also created new economic realities for migrants. And while the economy is complex, many analyses suggest a drag on GDP growth and a fall in labour supply in certain sectors due to Brexit. And for migrants, this can translate into difficulties in finding employment, especially in sectors that previously relied heavily on EU workers but are now navigating new recruitment rules. New migrants, particularly those on specific visa routes, may also face challenges securing stable livelihoods, with some visas having no recourse to public funds conditions, meaning they are ineligible for many welfare benefits. And this can leave individuals and families incredibly vulnerable if they face unexpected job losses or illness. And while the government aims to attract specific skilled workers, the wider economic landscape and the administrative burden for employers can create a tougher job market for many. Government support and training programs are vital in helping migrants navigate these challenges, whether through language courses, skills training, or advice on navigating the job market. Despite these significant challenges, it's important to explore any potential opportunities that may emerge from this new chapter. The shift to a skills-focused immigration system, if managed effectively, could lead to increased investment in domestic skills development and innovation within the UK. The need to fill labor gaps might also spur new training initiatives. Crucially, there is a strong need for continued advocacy for fair and equitable immigration policies that support both the UK's economic and social needs and the well-being of its migrant population. And this means listening to the experiences of migrants and adapting policies to ensure they are pragmatic and humane. Ultimately, building a more inclusive and welcoming society for all requires continued dialogue and understanding. And it means recognizing the contributions of migrants, addressing their legitimate concerns, and ensuring that no one is truly left behind in this new era. But what are your thoughts on the challenges faced by EU citizens living in the UK post-Brexit? Have you witnessed or experienced any of these impacts firsthand? Then share your perspectives and insights in the comment section below. And let's continue this important and often sensitive conversation. Almost said conservation again. That happens if you have a zoo channel as well. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Outside Views for more discussions that delve beneath the surface, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, maybe also on my zoo channel. But if you want to see another video of this channel, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.